phrase project management, I automatically want you to kick into gear and think problem solver. Again, let's say problem solver.
Problem solver.
There's a very bold statement on the screen before us this afternoon. And it says that Nigerians are global scholars. What a daring statement. That's the kind of statement that will get you excited as a Nigerian, that will get me excited as a Nigerian, but then every statement must be verified. Would you not agree? So let's find out more. As I said earlier on, it is a project management class, and I want you to remember that project management is synonymous with problem solving. And this is the skill that we're bringing to the people of Nigeria, up and down the Federation, a practical skill that makes you a problem solver and makes you an achiever. Back to our statement. Are Nigerians really global scholars? I'll read from this internet excerpt as follows. Nigerian-born Tobituku Phillips shatters American school's 125-year academic history. My goodness. 125 years ago, a century and a quarter ago, people of her color, my color, your color, were being worked as oxen in the farms in America, slaves. But then fast track, a century and a quarter later, this young Nigerian girl walks into this institute, enrolls, gets accepted, does her courses, and of all the scores that have been attained for a century and a quarter by all those white faces, a black young girl who is a Nigerian walks in and tops them all. Let's give Tobituku a round of applause. Look at that, a young Nigerian. Meet Uzoma Asagwara, one of the first black legislators in Manitoba, Canada. She's black, she's young, she's a woman, and she's Nigerian. Give her a round of applause, please. One of the first black legislators. Imagine that. So we're coming at you with evidence, not just big claims. I want you to meet 12-year-old boy, Nigerian, based in the United Kingdom, Chika Ofili, who has been presented with a special recognition award for making a new discovery in mathematics. Give him a rapturous applause. This is not A1 first class distinction. Every single mathematical textbook in the world has to be upgraded because of his discovery. Give him another round of applause, please. 12 years old. China, Japan, Australia. All the books have to be changed because of him. All the maths books. Meet Nigerian Ufot Ekong, who in his first semester at a Japanese university solved a mathematical equation that could not be solved for 30 years. Please clap for Ufot. I thought they said we're the black woo woo woo. I don't want to use the word. They are the white Japanese with the red lips. But for 30 years, they've been cracking their coconut. Someone say, crack that Japanese coconut.
Crack that Japanese coconut.
They cracked their Japanese coconuts for 30 years and could not solve the mathematical equation until our Nigerian brother walked in. Another round of applause, please. What do they mean? So many of them. And then we have a special slide for a special Nigerian based in the United States of America. And his name is Dr. Oluyinka Olutoye. Dr. Oluyinka Olutoye, a consultant, was visited by his patient, that white American who you can see there, pregnant, having complications. Dr. Oluyinka, help, what do I do? Sent her off for scanning and diagnostics. Scanning and diagnostics revealed, the fetus you are carrying, madam, has a tumor. as the fetus is growing, the tumor is also growing and competing with vital organs, the heart, the kidney, the lungs, and so on. In Nigeria, the doctors will say, Madam, 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 sorry, we have to carry out a legal abortion, a medical procedure. Oga is still around. You can try again next year. What did Dr. Oluyinka do in America? See that picture at the top? He laid that white madam on the table. Opened her up. Someone say, open her up.
Open her up.
Brought out the fetus.
Brought out the fetus.
Opened the fetus.
Opened the fetus.
Brought out the tumor.
Brought out the tumor.
Close the fetus, put the fetus back into the mother, close the mother, and look at the beautiful baby girl. Months later, let's clap for Dr. Oluyinka Olutoye for working miracles right there in the United States of America. So I've come with evidence that truly Nigerians are achieving in the diaspora. But then I have a question for you. Citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who are here on ground, May 2019, this same masterclass content I delivered to doctors at Nyanya Hospital here in Abuja. You know Nyanya Hospital? Yes. So, when we arrived at the hospital, I was a little bit flustered because sometimes flying in and out of the UK, the weather changes. So I said to my team, you go to the conference center, set up upstairs, leave me in the car with the engine rolling and the AC popping. I need to climatize. So I was in the car just chilling in the AC, you know, trying to catch my breath from the heat wave. And then I heard a knock on the window. I thought, kidnappers. But then I remembered when we drove into Nyanya Hospital, the security was very competent. So I wound down, and this man's face appeared before me, sweaty, look of distress. Madam, Madam, please help. And I thought, oh, what's going on here? He presented a handwritten note. Everything came up to about 14,400. My child is about to die. Please help, Madam. Those of you who know us from the UK, we're basically a cashless society. And that same bad habit follows me here to Nigeria. You can hardly find any cash in my bag. So I only had a couple of thousands. I grabbed the thousands of naira, gave to him. I said, I'm really sorry I don't have this money. I hope you find the rest, and I hope your child will be okay. So he just, said a quick thank you, look of distress, and he walked away. So out of curiosity, my eyes followed him as he went round the corner. And truly, I saw him walking towards a woman, carrying a toddler, lifeless. I don't know if that child made it. The closest image I could find to what I witnessed that day is this. But it was the woman that was carrying the toddler. Look at the statistics. Sadly, statistics on Nigeria, which I found on the US government website, that states malaria is a risk for 97% of Nigeria's population. Nigeria, independence since 1960. We are 61 years old, and we're still smacking mosquitoes. We're still fleeting our bedrooms. Whilst HIV is a risk of less than 1%, malaria is still carrying first at a risk of, don't even say 97. 97% is 100%. What are you saying, Nigeria? With all your degrees, all your WAEC photocopies, NYSC photocopies, is that the best you can do for your nation? With all our dressing, someone say dressing.
Dressing.
Do you have any better results to give than what we have on the screen? Why is HIV less than 1%? Because the whites came in 30, 40 years ago with a storm, running a project to stamp out HIV and AIDS. The campaign was ABC, abstain, be faithful. And you know what C stands for? You think they did that because they love us? They did that because in the name of immigration, you will end up infecting the rest of the world. So they came and did the dirty work themselves, and look at the results. 0.11 risk of HIV and AIDS. But over there, they don't catch malaria. So malaria is your prerogative. Sort yourselves out. Nigeria, have you been able to sort yourselves out? That's why I said you hear the phrase project management. It's synonymous with problem solving. Someone say problem solving.
Problem solving.
Nigeria, you need to solve this problem. This is a public health situation that must be solved by the people of Nigeria. Does this beautiful white baby look like an Igbo baby to you? How about Yoruba? How about Hausa? So we have Dr. Olu Inka, a Nigerian, saving the lives of whites. And look at what is happening in his own country, in our own country. Oh, usually it is the whites. Usually it is Asia that is galloping ahead. Are you aware that there are countries in this same African continent that have hit the target of malaria-free? Oops. I thought Nigeria was the giant of Africa. Giant don't catch malaria. Everyday chloroquine. Morocco, ordinary Djibouti, have been malaria-free since when? Nigeria. When was the last time you had malaria? The World Health Organization declared Argentina and Algeria malaria-free on May 22nd, 2019. What does malaria-free mean? You know, you can use terms very loosely. Let's find out. After the two countries reported zero transmission of the disease for more than 3 years. For more than 3 years, the son of the president, the son of a pauper, not one person has had malaria in those countries. These are African countries, not European countries. Nigeria, you have no excuse. Why are you not solving your problems? These are the certificates that we want to see. Not individual Nigerians posing on LinkedIn with the latest UK Masters and the latest Canadian doctorate. We want to see our president, our health minister, receiving certificates of competence for our nation. We want to see our president, our education minister, receiving certificates of competence for our nation, such as Yahoo Boys Free, such as Runs Girls Free, such as malaria free. Please help me tell those ministers to keep their roads and their bridges. We don't want to see them. The minds and the roads of the Nigerian populace is in a disastrous shape, broken down, to the extent that one of my team was giving me gist. You know, I like to gist because they've called me an artificial Nigerian. So to become original, I have to, know the scoop, what's going on. 2019, my team, Oname, was telling me about one of his Uniport, you like slangs, Uniport mates when they were in university, who has now hammered. And the process of hammering involved a witch doctor telling him to eat his own waste. I was listening to the gist. The minute he said, and eat his own waste, I looked and said, a university graduate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please tell those ministers to keep those roads. We don't want to see any roads nor any bridges. If the psyche of the Nigerian is in such disrepair, someone say, solve that problem.
Solve that problem.
Look at them. There is a country in this world, imagine that, this sinful world, who is aiming for a disease-free nation. Nigeria, what are your targets? We're still smacking mosquitoes. Sri Lanka said, typhoid, no. Malaria, no. Lupus, no. We are going to be disease-free. Can you see that? on a lighter note, there's a picture from 2013. Certification class in project management for a group of 36 doctors here in Abuja. 2013, we've been running programs in Abuja, and you are just meeting us for the first time in 2021. But the good news is now you've met us, don't lose the connection. Let us help you transform you. Someone say transform Nigeria.
Transform Nigeria.
Thanks to Alhaji Dr. Abba Zakari Umar, a forward-thinking project director. He was the head of the pack. It was a US government-funded project right here in Abuja. They were having some tricky time with their projects, even though they were brilliant medical doctors. So they brought us in to do the certification for them. There's Dr. Alhaji Zakari Umar, I'm just pointing at here. And there's me next to him with the big hair, can you see? I'm glad to announce that fast forward 2 years after this picture was taken, he became the Commissioner for Health in Jigawa State, and he still is. Who knows him? Some of the seminars in Abuja here, some people know him. And we're hoping that in the future he becomes the Federal Minister of Health, so we can start seeing results through project management. Someone say results.
Results.
So, look at this statement here. Nigeria must demonstrate her efficacy by results, not just certificates. Yes or no?
Yes.
Look at the number of certificates we all have, always writing exams. Every year, writing exams and collecting certificates, photocopying WAEC, photocopying NYSC. The question is, Nigeria, where are your results? Now, this masterclass is absolutely free to you. Imagine that. I was flown in from the UK, I'm accommodated, all my expenses, because it was paid for by him. Can you please give him a round of applause? Now, let's not clap for too long before we checkmate. Does he look Hausa to you? How about Igbo? No, he's Isekiri. Shame on us. Why are we not clapping for the Federal Minister, Honorable Adamu, who is our Education Minister, responsible for our CPD? Someone say CPD.
CPD.
To know what CPD stands for, I want you to look at your agenda. Let me borrow yours. It's the colorful one. Go to section A of this colorful one. Section A. What does CPD stand for? Now, drop the project management. In the UK, one of the reasons you have the best professionals, full stop, is because we are raised on CPD. They don't give us chance. Once you graduate, you are continuously, professionally developed. It's like sharpening a pencil. And you keep sharpening and sharpening until the lead is what? Laser sharp. Is that what he's been doing for you since you left university? And his predecessors? Oh, I have a question. Since you left university, how many CPD masterclasses has the Federal Honorable Minister of Education sponsored? So let's say you graduated 5 years ago. You should have attended between 3 and 4 masterclasses. Please put your hands up and tell me how many since you graduated. No, don't be shy.
No.
You're not allowed to be shy in this class. So Nigeria, what are you saying? That's why we have so much incompetence. That's why we cannot produce results. Oh, but we can present certificates. It goes beyond certificates. Professionalism must be continuously developed on a trajectory for you to become an expert. Someone say become an expert.
Become an expert.
And then when they train us over there, practical training, not just sitting in the class and writing exams, 1 or 2 of those British professionals then decide to venture into Nigeria as expatriates, and then you pay them £500 million naira. One man. How many heads does he have? and you pay him £500 million naira because he has been through CPD in his own country. And you, in your own country, doesn't even know what the acronym stands for. Adamu, Honourable Minister, look at his profile. He's got a UK Masters. Well, quote unquote, it's an American one. Masters from Columbia University, USA. I say to everyone, how dare you throw rotten eggs at Muhammadu Buhari, our lovely president? You have no right. Yes, he has no certificate. Those who have certificates, including UK Masters, where are your results? Show them to me, please. 1, 2. He's got the certificates. And you guys back off because he has certificates. In the UK, nobody backs off because you have certificates. They will only back off after you have produced results. Someone say produce results.
Produce results.
Now, he's been there for 6 years. I want you to start listing out the results he has produced with his Columbia Masters from the USA. 1, 2, 3. Stop being shy, I've told you all. Do you see the point? The point is Nigeria, it is not just about certificates. It's about producing results. And for you to produce results, you have to develop an ability. Someone say ability.
Ability.
And that ability is problem solving by project management. There's a picture from 2013 with me looking rather different with Professor and some of our Nigerian executives. It was said at one of our London conferences, 2012, in the future, everybody would have a project. Whether it's a personal project, professional, business, government, NGO, conversations would include, hey, what project are you working on? That would be the lingua. Fast forward, and here you are, 2021, in a project management masterclass. So don't be left behind. This is your syllabus for today. Before we talk about project management proper, we must ask ourselves, what is a project? Someone ask, say, what is a project?
What is a project?
You're telling me about project management. Can you tell me what a project is, first of all? Once we understand what a project is, we will then proceed to talk about what is project management. And these results that we're telling you you can get through project management are not delivered by machines. They're delivered by a certain category of project people known as project professionals. Someone say project professionals.
Project professionals.
Is that crystal clear? So let's dive into it. What is a project? A project is a collection of activities to achieve. Someone say achieve. To change, to create, to improve, upgrade, eradicate, terminate, bum, bum, bum. These are action words. They're verbs. Can someone tell me, Honourable Minister Adamu of the Education Department, what has he changed, created, improved, upgraded, eradicated, terminated over the last 6 years? He created ASU Strike. Someone said ASU Strike was created. That is how we are judged in the UK, by results. And Nigeria needs to do the same if we're going to move forward. A project is venturing into the unknown, creating solutions and innovations. This project that we're talking about here is merely a vehicle to achieve. Once you have achieved, you walk away from the project. Lagos to Abuja. I might decide to go by the Jeep. I might decide to go by flight. The Jeep and the plane are vehicles. The purpose is getting to my destination. Yes? So the project is a mere vehicle to get to the destination of results. Someone say results.
Results.
Now, every project has certain tribal marks. Say with me, objective.
Objective.
Say with me, outcome.
Outcome.
Every project is kicked off by an objective. Can you see the visual? Every project has got agreed timescales, an agreed budget, and agreed quality. And when you get to the finishing line, someone say finishing line.
Finishing line.
There must be results in the form of outcomes. Then we know we have used that project as a vehicle, the project is over, and I have the evidence of the project, which is my outcome. Let me take it again. You start with an objective, yes? You go through a duration, a life cycle. When you get to the finishing line, there must be an outcome to show that the project occurred. Is that crystal clear?
Yes.
Now, let's use a political tenure against this schematic to see whether it equates to a project. May 2015, we inaugurated the president and his cabinet. They had an objective that was encapsulated in their manifesto. We shall feed all primary school children $1 to 1 naira. And you actually believe them. So, it's looking like a project so far. There was a start date. Was it the 29th of May, 2015? Wonderful. Now watch me. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, boom, 2019 May. The project came to an end. Is that correct? Looking at the yellow box, timescales 4 years, budget trillions of US dollars in oil and gas revenue. Is that correct? Quality, I want to believe we have a SON, Standards of Nigeria. So there's got to be quality guidelines for every project. So having put in all that time, all that effort, all that budget, all that intention, when we got to May 2019, can you list out the number of outcomes that came out of the project? I've asked you to stop being shy. How many outcomes, Nigeria?
None.
If it's in the UK, when you get to this point and you tell them there's no outcomes, watch my pointer. Your next project will be in jail. So, a project is a process, is a vehicle for you to convert a problem into a solution. Someone say problem to solution. That's what a project is. If you have a problem, raise a project and solve that problem. A project, as I said, is a problem waiting to be solved. It's an opportunity waiting to be exploited. It is change waiting to be experienced. And it is a vision translated into reality. And I ask you, my people, what is Nigeria's vision? No responses. What's Nigeria's vision? How vague?
Become a great nation.
How vague?
No. We are trying.
It's very unclear.
No vision.
No vision, no focus.
And there's a proverb that says, where there's no vision, the people perish. We're supposed to be converting visions into realities. We spoke at AEDC last week, all the big organs there. And one of them was a bit older and told us that there was a 2000 vision. I said, you mean there was a year 2000 vision? Did it come to pass? Then he said there was 2010. I said, really? Was there any reality? Then there was 2020, which was only last year. Any realities to show for 2020? A female is a girl child. And if I really want to define it further, I'll say a female is a girl child and not a male child. Did you get that? So let's talk about what a project is not. And I need you to apply your mental delete key because some of us have got misconstrued understanding of what a project is. Number one, a project is not building and construction only, my people. When some people hear project and project management, they think, oh, for those construction people, isn't it? Absolutely not. A project is an opportunity to solve a problem. Someone say solve that problem.
Solve that problem.
Whether it's a healthcare problem, education problem, infrastructure problem, transportation problem, any kind of problem is a project. And it's your job to turn it into a solution. Number two, a project is not just for the VIPs and the executives who wear suits in the boardroom. 2011, stumbled on an article on the internet. The United States government sponsors 16 pluses in project management training. 16 plus is 16-year-old pluses. That's when we finish secondary school. Same in Nigeria, yes? If the US government is investing in their 16 pluses, taking them through project management transformation at such a young age, how old are you? And you're just getting into project management now. No wonder these nations are galloping ahead, because they have the skill of problem solving from a tender age. Did you get that? Did Honorable Adamu, Education Minister, give you such training? No. So what we are bringing to you on the topic of project management is the skill, the ability to solve problems, the ability to cross over from problem to solution. Do we understand that? Yes. And for Nigeria to transform with this project management skill, we have to hit government, we have to hit industry. Write this down. First principle in project management: the sum of the parts makes the whole. The sum of the parts, A plus B plus C plus D, makes E. So, if you want Nigeria to transform, you cannot hit one sector only. It has to be every sector. Government, industry, and NGO, all solving problems, all producing solutions. That makes Nigeria an A-class country, full of solutions for the citizenry. Now you know what a project is. We are moving on to what is project management. Someone say PCC. PCC. Planning, coordination, and control. Planning, coordination, and control. Planning, coordination, and control. Project management, simplistically speaking, is the planning, coordination, and control of all the activities, all the resources, human resources, non-human resources, such as supplies, materials, equipment, finance, to produce the desired outcome. That word again, results, within the agreed parameters. That is what the ability of project management is. You fit? That's the question we're asking. You fit? Are you a good planner? Are you a good coordinator? A good controller? All the activities, all the resources, human, non-human, pulled together to produce the outcome on time, on quality, on budget. You fit? Because if you fit, we will see your results. It's not something you brag about. It's something that we experience, something that we observe. Project management as a problem-solving tool, not just a compendium of knowledge. Africa. You know, the good thing about being in Nigeria, talking in Nigeria, training in Nigeria, is you can talk about God at work. Over there, if you talk about God, first, second time, fanatic, they won't renew your contract, you're out. God has blessed Africa so hugely. Look at us. Rich in iron, crude oil, gold, coffee, grains, diamonds, copper, Look at this. Which other continent can compete with us? And as blessed as we are by God with such valuable resources, we cannot even solve our own problems. Oh, Africa. That's us over here, Nigeria. Petroleum and petroleum products. As blessed as you are, you can't solve your own problems. The problems exploit you. And we're all just looking. Someone say, make that change.
Make that change.
Our cousins in South Africa, that's South Africa, they're rich in diamonds. When Jay-Z wants to spoil Beyonce with rare diamonds, you know, he sings about the black diamond and Kanye West. They fly to South Africa to get the pristine diamonds, rare. When they arrive in Johannesburg, do you think they're meeting with Mr. Lesotho? Or Mr. Muzanga? They are meeting with Johnson & Johnson, white African families who have dominated the diamond mining system. Mr. Lesotho is carrying a pan on his head in the mine, inhaling sand and dust. Probably died at the age of 61 from tuberculosis before his original time. That's where Mr. Lesotho is. In your own country, you are being insulted and you're looking. Oh, you're all quiet. Someone says, solve that problem.
Solve that problem.
Until we start solving our problems, we remain modern day slaves. Look at China. Coronavirus showed up 2019, even though it showed up in UK and Nigeria 2020. That's why it's called COVID-19. It has showed up a year before in Wuhan, China. It showed up and the government has got problem-solving capability. They've got project management in practice. They've got the skill of producing outcomes. Within 10 days, they built a 1,000-bed hospital to save lives. Someone say, solve the problem.
Solve the problem.
I arrived from UK last week. I was in Abuja like a few days before that. Buildings that I see when they're driving me to the airport that were still being worked on. And the carpenters were hitting the bamboo, co. I returned last week. They're still hitting the bamboo, co. In 10 days, look at what China put. Give China a round of applause. Demonstrated by results. Nigeria, where are your results? Show them to me. Show them to me. Co. We're still hitting the... Okay, let's say it's a four-corner tent. Look on the inside. Materials, equipment, resource. Look at the ventilation system. Look at the equipment, the technology. Nigeria, it is by results, so not 10 photocopy of WAEC, 7 photocopy of NYSC, 19 photocopy. Until one of the AEDC bosses told me last week he missed a top job because he could not bring photocopy of primary school certificate. 8 passport photo. Thank you. Brother, you're very good. It must be 8, not 7, not 9. Then one of the doctors in Garki Hospital, this same masterclass as well, he put his hand up. He said, let us let you know the scoop. Not only photocopy, we have soft copy on disk for uploading. Where are you uploading to? How many results do you have? Show me your results, Nigeria. Uploading every day. Certificates. Look at China. So, the ability in an individual, a country, an organization to deliver results is what project management is. Do you get it? So, project management is a skill, it's an ability, it's a discipline, it's a subject matter, it's a profession, it's a certification. But above all, you have to demonstrate mastery in practice. Someone say, in practice.
In practice.
UK know they hear knowledge and certificate too. Oh, is that your certificate? Very polite. Oh, that's very good. 1, 2, 3, perform. Oh yeah, now. Put the certificate to one side. Here, when you show UK Masters, they make you Oga. Is that correct?
Yes.
Over there, they put it to one side and they ask you, where are the results? No results, my friend, on your bike. Someone say, on your bike.
On your bike.
Leave that place. Ah. Are we here to count certificates or are we here to count results? 5 W's and the 1 H. Look in your agenda, refer to section K. Section K. That's your little examination from today's masterclass. Can you see section K where it asks you to tell us what certain acronyms stand for? Okay, CPD stands for? Good. What's the next question there on the acronym list? KENPI. I haven't told you the answer to that one, but I'll leave that one for now. What's the next question? I haven't told you that's the next one. This is the answer. Over there, we are raised to ask questions from we are this high. That's what stimulates creativity, innovation. You can challenge opinion, bring opinions together and make the best selection. Because from we're this high, we're asking, teacher, why? Mom, can you tell me what? Over here, if you say, Mom, why? Boss, bass, bass. They beat you down. African brutality. Why are you all smiling? Because you know. There are beautiful aspects of our culture which we must embrace. But the redundant traits in our culture that are not producing results need to be kicked out. Someone say, kick it out.
Kick it out.
Free the Nigerian people. Telling us what the grandparents did with one tooth and the great-grandparents. And look at the results. Yahoo Plus. So, what am I saying here? Encouraging questions from childhood is how come you end up raising a genius. So we're going to use the schema as well for the project management to see, do we fully understand what we're talking about? 5 W's and 1 H. What, why, when, where, whom, how. For everything, before you make a decision, before you put your best foot forward, you must exhaust those questions. So what? What is project management? It is a skill, a universal skill, highly sought after for problem-solving purposes. Why? It is actually a skill that contains multiple skills and gives the assurance that you can produce outcomes. So when you're branded on your CV with project management, you're saying, I can solve problems. I can give you results. Where project management has been acknowledged by 2 main countries, the UK and the US, and that has led to the 2 prominent certifications. I'm going to borrow your leaflet. We have the British, on my right here, and we have the American. It actually tallies with the 2 nations that acknowledged the importance of this skill. When I told you about the article, 2011, US government sponsors 16 pluses. If 16 pluses are learning project management, then project management should be introduced at the earliest opportunity to the people of Nigeria as well. Who is project management for? For everyone. So long as you want to turn a problem into a solution at any level, junior level, middle level, senior level, executive level, we must all be problem solvers because the sum of the parts makes the whole. You wrote that down earlier on, didn't you? Yeah. The sum of the parts makes the whole. There is no use having an A1 politician who has an F9 security system. And while the A1 politician returns from a campaign and goes to bed, a muscly, tall, 6-footed man enters the compound because the security system is F9, climbs the balcony, enters the Oga's bedroom, and strangulates him by hand and just drops his body. What's the point of you being an A1 politician if your security is an F9? Someone say the sum of the parts makes the whole. So right from your housemaid to your security, to your administrator, to your accountant, the sum of the parts have to all be A1. So when you put them together, you get an A1 whole. Did you get that? So simple. But nobody comes to teach the Nigerian people only how to photocopy certificates and then eight passports. Color or black and white? White background. So, look at how unserious we are. Specification for the... When children are dying, like the experience I had in Nyanya Hospital, Madam, please. In the UK, you don't pay 1 penny for your medical care until you are 16. You're a minor. The doctors fight to save your life. The little 2-year-old was on the last string of life. Turn our men into beggars, crying, Madam, please. But our federal honorable minister of health is a double doctor. He's a medical doctor and doctorate of doctors. And it is not by your certificate, oh Nigeria. It is by your results. Someone say results. No. Do you get it? So how do we get into this project management? Aha, that's the cocoa of the Oro. The cocoa of the Oro. I want to know why you're smiling. It's the cocoa of the Oro. Remember those carpenters? They're still there hitting bamboo whilst China has... So how do I get into project management? Because I'm telling you, if we keep on reading and passing, it hasn't gotten us anywhere so far, and that's not going to change. So what has to change? I introduced to you Kempe. Someone say Kempe. Kempe. That's how they train us in the UK. Oh. They don't sit us in the classroom all day long. After sitting in the classroom for X number of hours, you enter into the workshop for practical hours. You are mentored by an expert who has gone ahead of you, who can give you the right psychology and the right ethics to produce outcomes. Someone say produce outcomes. Produce outcomes. Sadly, Nigeria is in the dark. We stop at what? K. But dressing, when the Nigerians dress, we are the number ones. But to produce results, even those who have double doctorate, no response. Someone say camping. Is this the training that they gave you? Secondary school, university, postgraduate? When you obtained your NYSC certificate, who was your first ascribed mentor from the Department of Education? Imagine that. So you've just been engaging in guesswork upon graduation. Guesswork in industry. And then the expatriates come here, they've been Kempified. Some of them don't even have degrees. And our government is paying them $500 million, one human being. I was at Transcorp Hilton two days ago, Sunday. I always go there to enjoy my favorite meal. I was also there 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I had King Prawn Suya. I went with 2 people. King Prawn Suya is 18K. So by the time we finished eating, we gave them the card, paid the bill, 43,500. That was like 3 weeks ago. So I went to UK, came back again. I was there 2 days ago. At their buffet, 48K. Drinks, 9K. That's 57K. That's like every 3 weeks. That's not too bad. There are expatriates who live there, eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 100K per day. And you are all paying your destiny and your life and your opportunities. have been funneled into feeding the white man. 100K per day, one person. I'm going to drop a video. In fact, Elemi, I dropped a video in yesterday's masterclass group. Please drop it in their group. When you go to the poolside, you see no less than 50 expatriates. Who has a calculator there?
No, with our head.
50 expatriates eating 100K per day. 5 million a day. And there was a bona fide Nigerian man begging, Madam, Madam, my child, Madam, 14K, Madam. Who wants to respond to that? That shows how brilliant we are with our certificates and photographs, passport photographs. I need a response from the crowd, come on. You are feeding expatriates 5 million and your men and children are dying. Put your hand up and speak, please. No response. Uh-huh. Let's clap for him, please.
First of all, my name is Iwu Peter. Okay. I personally think it's a misplacement of priority. You know, we were supposed to be focusing on ourselves. Okay, we're busy paying people with the same money we're supposed to use to build our systems here.
Thank you very much. Who agrees? Who wants to add? Look, it's a critical emergency. The food they are eating is separate from the $500 million you are paying them. That one goes straight to UK. No deductions. Then you feed them. If they catch cold, you fly them by British Airways the following morning for checkup. Please, let us add to what he said because the matter is very dire.
My name is Virginia Sobinechi.
You're welcome.
I also want to add that the system we were raised with, we spend 90% of our lifetime trying to struggle for A's and B's instead of trying to be taught on how to be creative on the things we invite this expatriate to do.
Yes.
So I feel if these blacks can go over there and do great things because they were given opportunity, I'm sure if we're given this opportunity here, a couple of us will do better.
Thank you, but why are we not being given the opportunity? You haven't finished answering. Let somebody add
why
to
will
it.
not? Okay.
Why? Because
Okay, why will not be given opportunities?
Yes.
Because we don't value ourselves too. We don't value ourselves. The people at the top of hem of affairs prefer to they prefer to invest in themselves and their children who even go outside there to study and get these opportunities. And when they get back here, they begin to handle the bigger contracts with the expatriates. So we at the grassroots level are not being looked after.
So you are saying that the psyche of the Nigerian man is one of wickedness and hatred for her own people. Is that the summary? Those are the kind of statements I want. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, let's hear from Lisa.
My name is Edmond Uzon.
Welcome, sir.
I think the whole thing borders on corruption. Corruption. If there is, a good system, things will work out well. That is why the corruption doesn't allow the leadership to do some of all these things you're teaching us now.
The corruption doesn't allow the leaders. Is corruption now a spirit that shows up and punches them and prevents them from doing good? Or are we just making an excuse?
And to be more precise,
Thank you,
the
sir.
system of capitalism needs to be taught to every Nigerian in every way. That is, this system of capitalism that has come in to Africa, Nigeria precisely where we are, is quite the extreme of it. It's quite the extreme of it. There needs to be we need to strike the mean, where socialism, in a way, like of course, capitalism, which favors the leading party, like the higher, the majority more, should in a way see a way of also helping out, like charity, things that could just curb the excesses of capitalism, because this in particular has been abused. It came through our colonial masters, of course, but particularly it has been abused big time. Now we have seen great people like Muammar Gaddafi, a lot of them back then, who have reason to bring up some kind of idea, like Ujamaa back then. I think we're taught Ujamaa in philosophy particularly, where Ubuntu philosophy and the rest, where you live for each other, right? You can come to a fellow African person's house, right? And you are welcomed very well, you eat, you are treated well, and it is not like that now. We have been our minds have been infiltrated in some kind of way where we don't even care about ourselves. Now all we care about is how things work, how things should go, the way things should be, like how things should be, you know. Things are now, it's not about how life should be, like how life should move. It's not about welfare again. It's about, oh my God, it's so wide, it's so wide. If I begin to talk right now, I don't know if I will end.
Thank you.
This is where it is.
Yeah, let's hear from someone else, because this is critical.
Okay, just to add to what he said, I think what is wrong with the country is lack of confidence. The elites or the politicians have underrated their citizens too much, to the extent that they prefer, whatever the cost is, to import people, the whites, because of that thinking that the whites are better than them. So they prefer to do whatever it takes, pay whatever money it costs, even at the expense of another person dying or another person's discomfort, just to get that particular thing. So it's just lack of confidence and underrating our youths.
That's where I have the problem. At the expense of death of the citizenry.
Yes.
Then we're coming back to this evil-minded barbarism. There's something about our psyche.
Yes.
See? That's why if you don't have psychological development,
No confidence.
then your knowledge is a waste of time. And if you do not have ethics, where do you get psychology and ethics from? From your mentor. So Nigeria doesn't even have any of these. Plus you don't have practical training. You're just standing on one lame leg of knowledge. What can the righteous do?
I love that you said now. And that's what I actually wanted to say. I think we have been given half education.
That's it.
If you look at it very well, if you look at your friends that are abroad, when they come back to Nigeria, just because they went there, they'll be made or given higher rank than you. So half education has actually affected us. You go to school, you don't do practical. How do you succeed? You can never succeed. You cannot tell me, as an electrical electronics engineer, that I have never seen diode, I have never seen transformer, I have never seen anything practically, to go and build a radio. It's not possible. So these people have gone ahead of us to know all these things. Since we don't have it, we'll remain where we are. Thank you.
That's a very good point that you've made there as well. So practicalization is the experience. Mentoring is experts showing you who have gone ahead of you so that you don't make mistakes. And through your mentor, you develop tough psychology to solve problems. One of the young candidates 3 weeks ago said, Madam, you're here to teach us how to solve problems in Nigeria. How is it going to work when our parents from a young age have told us to run away from problems? So even our psyche is trained not to solve problems, but to gossip about the problem, romance the problem, complain about the northerners, complain about the easterners, complain about the Islamists. Who is solving the problems? He said from young age we're taught to run away from problems. So we have lots of psychological development to go through. Someone say Kempe. Kempe. Another one of your exam questions, what does SIT stand for? And the answer is, these are the compatriots of project management. You've got to have creativity, you've got to have innovation, you've got to embrace technology to solve those problems. And let's hope that they haven't beaten the living daylights out of you in primary school to the extent that you've lost all your creative potential. They turn you into a robotic liar. Yes, teacher. I did not do it, teacher, because they know what's going to follow. Rather than exploring with the child, okay, you made a mistake. Why did you do that? Go through the 5 W's and the H and coach the child out of the situation. You beat them down, then next time they will lie to you. What is advanced about that? Someone say creativity. Innovation. Technologization. Talking about technology, former President of the United States, Donald Trump, announced, this was last year, a national state of emergency on Friday. I was stuck in Abuja when this happened. Freeing up $50 billion in federal funds for the battle against the fast-spreading coronavirus pandemic. 2, 3, 4 days after this, my friends, family, cronies, associates in America, on their phones, da-da-da, 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 $2,000 alert from the government of the United States of America. They didn't talk too much, they used technology to solve the problem. Someone say solve that problem. Are you not getting it? All these 8 passport photographs, don't bring them near me. I'll burn them all. If you bring your original white near me, I will burn it all. Because you need to solve that problem. 2 to 3 days. All they had to do is, okay, the president has spoken. Honorable Minister of Technology, balance. Honorable Minister of Finance, balance. If you are a United States citizen over the age of 18, pam, 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 press enter, pakam. Money, come and see money everywhere. I want to go there. So I want to ask you a question. If they decide there's funds available for 3-year-olds and younger, our minors now, 3 years old and younger, will receive 3,000 naira each for vaccination boost. How are you going to do it? Start knocking on people's doors. Ko, is that child 3? Madam, you are lying. That child is 4 years old. I don't.
They won't know.
200 million Nigerians with all your certificates. Someone say certificate. That is what we have. Any certificate that does not produce results is a certificate. Now, tell me how you are going to do it with all your photocopies. All the small 3-year-olds say, you are too skinny, you are not 3. You must be. I said, do you know that Nigerians were dressers, international dressers? Okay, the international dressers, now respond to me how you are going to solve that problem.
I think that's one of the basic.
You can't solve any problems.
Yes, ma. I think one of the basic problems of Nigeria is not having a system that works. It's not that it cannot be created, because actually there was a time when BVN was compelled on everybody to enroll on, and a couple of people did that. But I just know that if we have a system, we'll have a means to check it. So what they have done again is not to have a system that can work. So with that, I'm not sure say the money go reach us. That is why even when you hear that they're sharing something like trade money, COVID-19 fund, they are able to divert it to the people they want, because they know that there's no means to check.
Using which technology do they use to divert?
Okay, using the people, they have their numbers. That's why I said they were able to divert it to the people they know. The people they know, because you don't want to reach out to everybody. Even when we submit numbers and all that. Okay, for example, there's what we call they put your number on when you take loan from these people borrowing money online, and you refuse to pay. They put your phone, your account or your BVN on remitter. This is what they're able to do. Even if the money in your account in another bank is not your money, what they do is, since you refuse to pay them, they debit that money and pay the people you borrow the money from.
That's good technology. So why can't we pay the 3-year-olds their 3,000 naira?
Okay, please.
My name is Charles. The problem starts from the fact that we don't even have an honest census. We don't even know the real number of Nigerians. So when they tell us we are even 200 million, how did they arrive at this number? So
Who are the they? You said when they tell us.
the government, of course. I mean, the government.
Oh, they made an official announcement.
Yeah, every time we hear we have a population of 200 million, and we don't have a working census. I don't know how they collected this very number. So, and you must know how many we are. Like in America, you've been citing examples. At least they have a truthful record of the numbers of their citizens. But we don't have. So, how do we determine the number of kids? We don't even have the totality of the number of adults. So, the system is in a mess, and we just need, first of all, a change in the way we think in this country. We must repent from the way we think, and then solutions will come. So it's good that we are going through this very project management program, because the change also starts from us. If we start in our little ways to change things and effect and create solve problems, little by little, it keeps spreading, and someday we'll get there.
Thank you very much. I don't know how long I have left. Please find out so I know how to speed through. Are we enjoying this? Yes. So, we know what a project is now. We also know what project management is. Let us talk about the people that produce results. Those are called project professionals. Please say project professionals. Project professionals. When African governments have a problem, they contact UK recruiters and they bring in project professionals. Pam, 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 sort out all the problems. We want you to become project professionals. All this recruiting from UK is too much. It's too costly. At the expense of the miners' lives. Oh, by the time I left that AC car and went upstairs to meet the doctors, you can imagine my blood was boiling. I gave it to them. I said, you're all medical doctors. Do you know what I just experienced downstairs? Our children are dying of malaria. Nobody to rescue. I was giving it to them hot on fire. So one doctor put her hand up. I said, yes, doctor. She said, not only are minors dying like flies, adults are dying also every day. I said, what? Strong Nigerian, African, as black and beautiful as we are, dying anyhow because of ordinary malaria that you can, mosquito that you can hardly see with the visible eye. Someone say project professionals. So from today, you are all project professionals. Clap for yourselves, because you understand that you've got to solve problems from this day henceforth. It takes a force of project professionals, not one, not two, not three, a force to shift the problem and bring out the solution. Remember I said A1 accountant, A1 politician, A1 administrator, A1 house help, A1 security officer gives an A1 outcome. You're thinking, I'm the bad politician, man, I'm an A1. They will just come and strangle you anyhow in your bedroom if your security is F9. All equal in competence, irrespective of our level. Whether you're the project manager, you're the project administrator, you're the project planner, project coordinator, we must all be equal in competence so that the sum of the parts gives us the whole we're looking for. Success in projects starts with the right personalities and not just the right certificates. I'm sure you agree with that by now from all you've heard. There are some people who will put their power, might, and soul into smashing that exam. Do you know once they've gotten that A, they literally dissipate everything from their minds and then they become arrogant. Tell them to work. Why? It's not my father's compound, grandfather's inheritance. Have you heard that before? I cannot come and kill myself and, oh, but you've got a first-class degree, my friend. Are you here to work? Else be on your bike. But because they have that first class, they think they have a right. So it's about the personalities. And your personality is a reflection of your psychology. And psychology is the P in the KEMPI. Someone say KEMPI. Talking about project professionals, you have to design a hierarchy of your project professionals so we know if A is reporting to B and B is reporting to C, so we can work as an effective team and deliver an outcome which reflects the quality that we have agreed on. And the document that we use to design our team is known as an organogram. Someone say organogram. Organogram. So who do I need for my project? I tell you one thing, never in your mind think project management equals Mr. Project Manager. Apart from the project manager, there are several project professionals. Again, say with me, project professionals. Who will work together with the chief. Yes, the project manager is the chief, but that chief cannot do it on his own. Let me show you examples of project professionals. Check this out. Of course, there's the chief, but then there are several others. Look at what? Look at that. We're a force of experts. We're not a fear for problem. We tackle those problems and we bring out the solutions, and you see the profits rolling in. Someone say, bring out the solutions. Bring out the solutions. Oh, it is the Yorubas. Oh, it is the Hausas. Oh, storytelling. We don't do that in the UK. We solve problems. Some people maintain their current careers and just add projects. So you were an engineer previously, you get certified in project management, and then you become a project engineer. Did you see that? Look at all those roles. And the commonality there is project skills for how many people? Everyone. Because we all have to solve problems at different levels. I've been told I have 5 minutes left. Sadly, I have to wrap up. Look at what project management has done for me. They know they allow me rest. I wake up in the morning, my LinkedIn app is banging. Oh, we want you for this job. Oh, please apply. Why? My first degree, computer engineering, University of London. I never got a chance to use my degree because I was snapped up as a project intern. I started at the baby level and rose my way up to project director level over the years. They're making this offer. Please apply for this job. $400,000 per annum. That's 200 million. Only because I embraced project management at a tender age in my career. So many of them. That one is £130,000 plus benefits and bonuses. I'm sending you this because I noticed you worked at multinational companies, British School of Project Management, Center pursuing, because I branded myself with project management. So, if you know what is good for yourself, someone say get branded. Get branded. So Elimi is going to tell you how you can get branded with project management. Sadly, I've only covered 1/5 of the presentation today compared to what I cover at other organizations worldwide. But the most important thing is to get connected with us by becoming a member of our society, and then from there, we take you through project management development. So give Elimi a round of applause as he takes you through the different options, and if you have any questions, I can answer, he can answer. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, just give me a second.
Okay, we have time for the task. Because I was told we only had 5 minutes left. Find out if we do. Do we have time for the exercise? Do we still have time for the exercise? I thought we'd run out of time. Yeah, 5-10 minutes is the exercise. Okay, great. So there's an exercise that we usually have to tackle all this wonderful stuff I wasn't able to go through with you. Let me just go straight to the exercise. I may just have to take you through the exercise verbally. Right. What does KEMPI stand for? Knowledge, experience, mentoring, psychology, ethics. The P. I really need that slide that shows the Nigerian psyche. Keep going until you see the Nigerian psyche. The P, I really want to take them through this, but we have no time. Oh dear. The P in the KEMPI is psyche. If our Nigerian psyche does not get upgraded, project management, which is equal to problem solving, is not going to work. This is what the people have said about Nigerians, and this has come from Nigerians over the last 2 years since we've been running this masterclass. And they have said Nigerians have lost faith in one another and therefore expect bad news. Is that correct, true or false? True. Nigerians engage in unhealthy competition and love to pull each other down. True or false? True. Okay. So, would you believe that we've been in Nigeria? This is our first CAC registration, dated 8th of May, 2003. We've been here for 18 years. But the good news that we bring to Nigeria has been traveling at snail speed. But on the contrary, every bad and evil news in Nigeria, by the time you wake up at 6 a.m., your phone is banging. Instagram, Linda KG blog. Which of the blogs are there again? TikTok. But good news, we hoard from one another. So the exercise is we want you to doctor the Nigerian psyche. Why are we like this? Number one. Number two, what are we going to do to change it? So you've got 5 minutes to resolve the problem.
Okay, so I'm aware you guys have been divided into groups. Yes. Have you? Yes. Okay, you know your group member. Okay, so just pair up in your groups and then do the talks.
Solve the problem. It would be good to discuss.
Talk about it and then discuss. Then one person will just. You have 5 minutes to do that. Less than 5 minutes.
Solve the problem.
Yeah, can we do that quickly?
If we don't upgrade our psyche, the seed of project management is not going to thrive. If we keep physically and mentally abusing our minors, they will be programmed into liars. They will lose their creativity and innovation.
News is traveling at snail speed, but bad news travels faster, and how can you solve it? left. 3 minutes. How come the good news is traveling at snail speed and bad news travels really fast? Two minutes. You have 1 minute left. So for each group, you should pick a representative that would speak on the top. Okay, so select a representative. Each group should select a representative that would speak on the group's behalf. Begin to round up. They're stopping in the next 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Select your representative, please. It's okay. Your time is up. Time up. So the representative of Elijah's group, Elijah's clan, sorry, Elijah's clan. Elijah's clan, you're up first. Where's Elijah's clan? Elijah's clan, okay. Elijah first.
Elijah, where you start?
Can you read my notes?
Okay. Okay. My name is Anthony Momodu, and on behalf of the Elijah clan, it's just unfortunate that the time is actually short because I think we can take a whole day to bring out a lot of reasons why the psyche of most of our Nigerian citizens is actually bad. Yeah, okay. You see, just in short, it's even listed on the screen even before we were asked to do this task. Naturally, we are selfish as Nigerians. Very, very selfish. Let's say, for example, now, I'm selling tomato here, and Mr. B is also selling tomato. And probably Mr. B is even doing better than I. Instead of to be happy for Mr. B, I might probably look for a way to bring him down. So we always like bringing ourselves down. That's Nigeria for you.
Please, is this a common trait amongst us all? Someone said yes.
No.
Oh, someone said no. Let's hear from he who said no. So you're saying we destroy one another? You're saying it confidently?
We are all individual. We have our individual beliefs, okay? So, I am disciplined. In fact, I'm someone by nature. If I see, I was discussing with my group yesterday about starting a skill acquisition center in Kano where I just finished schooling because of the number of school dropouts there based on research. So I don't find joy seeing someone suffering. So I totally disagree with his statement. Totally.
We're talking about the majority. The majority, do we destroy one another?
Yes.
We do it. It's not like, okay, he sounded, okay, sorry, I know we don't have time. He sounded like that because to an extent, he's a good person. He's knowledgeable and he's educated. But, okay, take example of the banditry, the kidnapping and all of that. Why will a fellow human being that wishes you well come to your house, even if you have a good security system? You said you have to have all A's, yeah? Even though you have a good security system, if they really mean to pick Mr. B, they don't mind to break down your doors, and your neighbors might even be hearing what's happening, but everybody's running for his life. Everybody is running for his life. Okay, I'm saying this because I actually stay in the north, and I see all of this. It's not like I'm saying it just because we want to contribute. I'm saying this out of experience, because I've seen it, and I've experienced it. So, so that let us round up for my group. One of the issues again is bad education. Our education system is really, really bad, whether we like it or not. Same curriculum that has been used for 20 years, whether we like it or not. You can all testify. Same curriculum that has been used for 20 years is the same that's still using till date. We don't update, nothing. You meet same lecturer, he'll give you same handout. To an extent, they don't even come to class. They'll give you same handout, actually to go over it over and over again. You will graduate, come back, meet new students. They're still using the same material. No research, nothing.
Sorry, the lecturers don't attend classes.
Yes.
No, stop exaggerating now. Please stop it.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
The lecturers do not...
They come to the class, but they
see,
use...
now you're telling the,
yes,
the complete truth.
yes, they come to the classes, but they use same materials year in, year out.
But the lecturers come to class.
Yes.
Aha.
Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. And, okay, that's part of the issues we're having. And, okay, for solutions now, just as what we have been taught, if we can have good project professionals in Nigeria, I'm very, very sure all of this can be put aside and Nigeria is going to move fast. And when it comes to disseminating good news now, I think it's going to travel fast to an extent. Because most of these bloggers and the social media handles, they prefer sharing bad information because to an extent our psyche have been, how will I put it now? It has been bad to an extent that we prefer hearing what is bad, what's happening, the gist. To an extent it's fun. We take it to, in short, Nigeria, everything is a joke in Nigeria. Everything is a joke. If something is happening now, before you know, they turn to a comedy. To an extent, they can even mix it and turn to music, and people will dance to it. And even though it's wrong, instead of correcting it and looking for a solution, they will laugh over it. We can laugh over everything in Nigeria. We don't take things serious. So we have to start taking things serious and also ensure that we take a professional very, very serious so that we'll be able to fix all of these solutions in Nigeria.
Round of applause. Woo! That was really good.
Okay, for the next group, please stay within the limit of 2 minutes. We do not have time. So I call on Peter's clan. Peter's clan. Where's Peter's clan? Peter's clan.
All right, thank you, everyone. I think my name is Chukwudi Virginus Obineche. We just want to say our own directly. We have in Nigeria, we have this personal greed within us. What is personal greed within us? In such a way that when you see a person succeeding, you don't even go and ask why. You just assume, you just begin to gossip the person and assume the person.
Curse the person.
Yes, we do that. You just begin to, you see somebody who is driving a good car, you don't even ask how the person made the money, you just assume the person is a ritualist already. Or somebody, you just see a young, person who has money, or a young lady who has money for herself, you assume she's a prostitute already.
Oh, this is awful. No, is this the majority or the minority?
Majority. All right.
When did this change? Is this a recent development over the last 10 years or so?
It has been going on like that. And in Nigeria also, we also believe in testimonies. Testimonies, okay? After taking us through this class, okay? Until the people see what is the effects of this on us, that is the effects, how they want to believe is, after going through this class, we're supposed to start buying cars and building houses, okay? Even if you tell them about this, they will say, the first question they ask, say, you don't work for you. So it's in testimonies, and the testimonies they want to see is you're buying a car and you're building a house and your life is moving one step ahead. So if I talk to 20 friends about this and they are giving me negative feelings, and even the one that decides to respond is not responding fine, you have this low spirit to want to tell more people. But if I just post something that, I just post the news that there was a bomb blast, the person begin to share. It does happen. So our next point very fast is that we have this inborn evil as Nigerians. We don't want to. Huh? Yes, we respect just bad news. Respect bad news. So the moment you see there's this thing, if you, on social media, for example, if I post my own comedy skit, you see something like 2 shares, maybe from my family member, and a friend that knows that. And a friend that knows that if he doesn't share it, I'll quarrel when we see. Okay. So let me use this one. It's not a bad news. I've had an accident. When I had an accident and it was posted, when I got to my phone, when I was able to log on, I had over 1,000 shares. So like really, I had 1,000 friends on this thing. So once it's good news, you discover that people don't even care. Once it's bad news, just post an RIP on your status. Then you will now know that people are actually viewing your status. People go as far as hiding themselves not to be seen that they view your status in Nigeria. That is how bad. Yes, people. There are people who go as far as hiding their view. They don't want you to know that they have viewed your status.
But they're peeping at you.
Yes, they saw it. So monitoring spirit. Thank you, sir. That's this. So we have. So it's that bad feeling and that bad egg within us. So to us, I think we just want to stop with this point because I'm sure others have a couple of points they would like to add.
Thank you very much. But this is getting very worrying. For every speaker that comes up, you are actually damning the people that we are bad, wretched, rotten souls. That's what you're saying. Oh, are you agreeing with that? Okay, next group, please.
Solomon's clan.
All right, good day, everyone. My name is Charles. I represent the Solomon clan. Let me start by saying that the problem of Nigerians is psychology. And I will say, just like Jesus, let me use the Bible. Jesus came into the world and said, repent, for the kingdom of God has come. repent, I've checked the Greek word for repent. It means a change of mind, not to stop sinning. So, repent means to have a change of mind. And until someone's mind is changed, even the things around him remains one place. So, the psychology of an average Nigerian is bad and needs to be changed. Even our politicians who make things to be stagnated in this country is because they have a psychology. And this psychology comes from, one is religion. One aspect that has become so bad in this country is religion, whereby you see certain people feel because you are not a Christian, we can't give you our best. We cannot dance to your problems. And you can see that is a psych thing. Because if you understand, for instance, if I head an organization and I understand that I need to do the right thing, irrespective of where this guy come from or where this guy come from, you see that I'm going to have an equal way of treatment. But because I have this psych thing that this guy is a Christian, this one is a Muslim, it starts to affect my disposition about their problems. And in this way, things cannot move. So, in Nigeria now, everybody have understood that lies flies, just like if you tell a girl that you love truth, sometimes they don't believe it. But immediately you start lying, it becomes easier. So it's a psych thing. It's actually a psychology. Okay, that is how Nigerians are. If you tell Nigerians we need to have results, we need to do things, solve these problems, no, they don't believe in solving it. Rather, they will go and wait and think about a way to end life without doing something. So you see that it's actually a psychology. And until we start to see life in a different way, we'll remain where we are. So every day people wake up and we hear bad news and it starts to fly. One person will quickly remember, oh, this thing happened to an Igbo guy. I foresee. The way they will share the messages in Nigeria, or an Igbo will say, Shebin Hausa guy, they will blast the internet with the picture, gory pictures, just to prove that God is now against this Muslim guy. It's psychology, because unfortunately, God is our Father and He loves everybody equal. So that's why I've kept maintaining that it is our psychology that needs to change. And when our psychology change, it affects our ethics, the way we see things, the way things should be done. Because ethics, if you have the Bible said, if the foundation is faulty, the righteous can't do anything. So it begins from our foundation. Thank you. That's what I can say now.
The David's clan.
Good everybody. Now we find bad news super interesting. We find it super interesting. And then because of this, it has influenced the blogs this time around, the newscasters and whoever it is, right, to put more effort in getting this bad news, right, so that when this bad news are being, it catches more attention, right? Catches the attention of people in order to generate more revenue. Like what the news consultant yesterday was saying. That's where the big problem is. And we ourselves, right? We hoard information like hell. It's connection, you live for each other. I was talking about Ojama the other time. Yeah, I live because of you. Now, for example, I'm your enemy, right? And then this enemy of mine has more connection with like at least 20 people, and me, I'm not really good at these relationship skills possibly, and I just have just a little connection, maybe my family, right? Because I'm unable to disperse this information, this good news about maybe possibly this project management initiative, because I'm unable to pass this information to my enemy because we are having malice or hatred or jealousy for each other, you can't expect it to grow. Those 10 people will suffer it for real, because I personally have got hatred for this person. That's how it goes. So how can we solve it? Change our mentality. How do you treat your kid? You see, parents begin to train their kids. Hey, don't play with this person. Don't play with this person. Don't play with this. His mother is like this. More like this. No. Yeah, don't eat in their house. That love for each other should increase. We should go back to history, right? And then find out how our ancestors lived. Yes, how our ancestors lived. Because these people were just mere travelers before they started settling down in places. In fact, if the colonial masters didn't even come themselves, some ethnic groups were still moving all around in Nigeria. They were not even settling in one place. But all these things brought division and a whole lot amongst us. So right now, this unity is everything this time around, right? That no matter how this person is to me, no matter how I don't like this person, I should be able to disperse good information to him, because in the long run, it's a robust effect. It's
the
huge.
Sum of the parts makes the whole. The sum of the parts makes the whole. Let's give you a round of applause. You have some more points to make? Okay, go ahead.
So we should promote self-ideas. Like, we shouldn't see ideas as weird. Yeah, you should always be positive, big time. This is more like an exhortation, right? This is a competition we are in. This is CAT, right? But as it is, I and my group are working on something big, like literally. I don't know how big it will be at the end of the whole thing, but it's huge, big time. It's about looking at ourselves uniquely, blessed in unique ways, right? Then joining forces to blow up big time. Like a bomb. It's CAT this time around. Now, I normally use people who are doing well. Like, for example, I don't know who knows the Love World Music Records, right? Love World Music and Art. Yes. These people don't just have singers. Okay, they have produced like almost 80% of, let's say 70% of artists in Nigeria, right? Frank Edward, Sinach, a lot of them, right, are all under Love World Music Records. Now, they also have dancers. These people now have life amongst themselves. They've got investors in the same location, the same church, right? Investors, big time investors. It's all about not seeing an individual in it, and also seeing an individual in it, actually. So thank you very much. I don't know if I've digressed. Thank you very much.
Let me also add that in Nigeria, like your point, people, okay, sorry, I don't need this.
In Nigeria, like you were talking about enmity, people inherit other people's enemy. People inherit other people's enemy. You know me, you don't know me before. Sorry, you don't know me before because I'm new. Because you're new and you want to talk to me, somebody tells you see that person is a bad person, don't talk to the person. So you see that people inherit other people's enemy in Nigeria.
But one more thing, please. I need to say this right, please. Now, our schools, we need to have project management to be taught even from primary one. From primary one, yes, we should be taught that. Huge, like tasks at least, like creative arts, like those things need to be encouraged. The fact that these things are not actually big enough. It just starts with growth. Somebody was saying, Peterson was saying that there is great power in writing.
In a summary, how come the good news is traveling at snail speed while the bad news? I think this is very, very common. How do I say it? If you hear that a dog bites a man, it's not a news. But when you hear that a man bites a dog, it's a big news. So I think it's a common...
I think there's something we're also missing nowadays. I think, I'm sorry to use this word, but our religious men has a way of inflecting some kind ideas in us. That is one of the most problems that we have in Nigeria. And it wasn't touched here at all. So I think the pastors, the priest, the imam, and every other person that speaks anywhere should be mindful of what they say. They can actually influence, just like my brother said, ideology. Thank you.
Let's hear from our MD. With all these damning reports that we've heard about ourselves, I think there must be a statement from the father of the house. Don't you dare!
This discussion. I'm actually amazed at the reaction from the house mates, house members. You've done great, and I think there's really nothing much to add. All they have said are all true. I just concur with it. It's just the mentality, especially what he has said. It's about psyche, it's about changing our reorientation. You know, we just need to, because sometimes I do stuffs, and I remember we were discussing something last night, and one of the comments was that, hey, you know, be Nigerian, you don't live here now, you know, we're here in Nigeria. So, so, because I'm so used to timing, if we are to meet at 4 p.m., at 4 p.m. I'm waiting for you at the venue. And when you complain, they'll say Nigerian. And I keep asking, why do we have Nigerian time? I mean, it's for me, I don't believe that there's anything in Nigerian time. So, but I've been trying to make effort to calculate that knowledge, but it's so difficult to do so. I tried to fathom why this has happened. And I came up with one possible theory. I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if that's it. I was in Europe some time ago, and at about 9 p.m., the day was still like very bright. The day was still like 6 p.m.-ish. It was at 9 p.m. And in South America, the same thing I felt during summer. And I was like, okay, these people have to use their time actually. Because if we say our time is 7 p.m. for a program, we have to wait for the day to get dark in Nigeria. Yes. The idea of 7 p.m. in Nigeria is that the day has to be dark. So we have to wait for the day to get dark. We don't even care about time. We wear wristwatches, but just for fashion. Honestly, we hardly use our time. So, and I begin to reason, maybe that's why. That over there is not about darkness, it's about the time for real. So, and this topic is actually very elaborate. If we begin to talk about it, we will not, even in the next 5 hours, we can't exhaust it. So, I just have to say that we need to reorientate ourselves. And you, the housemates, haven't been privileged to meet this team and haven't learned this much. You go out there and try to push. For example, if I begin to tell my story, you won't believe, we won't live here today. But no matter the discouragement, I haven't stopped pushing. You get that? I haven't stopped pushing. So, go out there, it will be difficult, but you may change 1 out of 10 persons. And that 1 may change 1 out of another 10. And before you know it, the next generation will be better. I will end it here. Thank you. Okay, our guy here has, given me the privilege to also appreciate our sister for this wonderful discussion. So, on behalf of the team, the CAT house, I want to say thank you so much with you and your team. He came and he waited so patiently, watched us, doing our thing, distracting him, moving him from here to. Thank you so much for your patience. And thank you so much, Ima, for the wonderful. Sorry, are you a Nigerian?
Sarah Adekemi.
Wow, I love the way you speak.
Sarah
it's so
Adekemi.
Nice. So beautiful. You're actually a fake Nigerian.
That's what the.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much. That's a wonderful one. Thank you so much. I'd like to meet you again someday. Thank you and God bless you. A round of applause.
Okay, so I'll quickly talk about our institute. We are an institute, British School of Project Management. We run certification courses. We also consult. Now, basically, I think everybody should be interested in the certification courses. But first, to achieve that, you have to be a member of the British School of Project Management. Being a member is not free. It comes with a little fee of 19,000. After that, we have the certificate courses, the ProCert UK, the ARMCET US, the PMTT. Time won't permit me to elaborate on that, but I have created a group and added everyone to the group. So if you want more clarification, you can send a message in the group and we'll answer you. We have the biggest of them all, which is the Global Advanced Diploma in Project Management. It's like a master's degree syllabus. But because we're an institute, it's not called a master's degree, it's a diploma. So that is the biggest of them all. It runs for 6 months. And the beautiful part of it is that all our classes are done digitally via Zoom, and it's quite interactive. You don't have to leave the comfort of your house or wherever you are to go to a venue for classes. You can stay at home and attend the classes. So if you need any more clarification, any questions, you can ask now, or you can ask me in the group. If you check your phones later, you'll see you've been added to a group. Have you all seen it? Okay, yeah. When you do, you'll see that. So you can reach us there also. Thank you so much.
August 2021. This August, history will be made. It's the Catholics Are Talented reality TV show. From the 15th to the 22nd August 2021, 20 talented contestants will be admitted into the CAT house and undergo a life-changing experience. Top 3 contestants will emerge, winning 1 million naira, 500,000 naira, and 300,000 naira respectively, with other consolation prizes. Tune in to watch the show on Catholic TV and AIT, on GoTV and DSTV for live stream and daily update. Follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram at Catholics Are Talented. To vote for your favorite contestants, visit wowcatholic.com/CAT vote. Each vote costs 50 naira only, and you can vote multiple times. Voting starts 1st August and ends 22nd August 2021. Powered by wowcatholic.com and CYON Abuja. For sponsorship, partnership, and advert, call
0803-798-7223
or 0806 0057836. Catholics Are Talented reality TV show. Your talent, our treasure. This August, history will be made. It's the Catholics Are Talented reality TV show. From the 15th to the 22nd August 2021, 20 talented contestants will be admitted into the CAT house and undergo a life-changing experience. Top 3 contestants will emerge, winning 1 million naira, 500,000 naira, and 300,000 naira respectively, with other consolation prizes. Tune in to watch the show on Catholic TV and AIT, on GoTV and DSTV for live stream and daily update. Follow us on all our social media platform on Facebook and Instagram at Catholics Are Talented. To vote for your favorite contestants, visit wowcatholic.com/CAT vote. Each vote costs 50 naira only, and you can vote multiple times. Voting starts 1st August and ends 22nd August 2021. Powered by wowcatholic.com and CYON Abuja. For sponsorship, partnership, and advert, call
0803-798-7223
or 0806 0057836. Catholics Are Talented reality